Well, hello everybody. This is just a little video. I thought it might help someone to convert the Thrustmaster LP3, I forget what it is, but this pedal set, the Pro pedal set, to move the brake to this side. I don't know about you, but if I'm using a center column, one foot's on here, this is a bit tight, you know, so it'd be really nice if the brake was on this side, so that's what I intend to do. First things first, you just take this cover off, there's a few screws. Follow up with this cover here, again a few more screws, all very obvious, just lifts out. Now of course anything more is going to void your warranty, so be aware of that. I'm sure it will anyway. Okay, and you're left with basically this stuff. Now, get this down a little bit here. I'm going to swap the camera angle to the other side. Zoom in a little bit. How's that? Okay, moving the camera. Now clearly, when we pick this up, you have to slide them along this bar here, and that's going to take one of the C-clips off the end. So I'll disappear and I'll unscrew this Thrustmaster plate here, which I'm not going to be using for the moment. Take one of the C-clips off at the end. Hopefully I've got a pair of circlip pliers. If I don't, I'll fiddle with a screwdriver, and we'll return when I've got that off. Okay, I'm going to try and remove the C-clip here. I've got a pair of circlip pliers, which hopefully will make it easy. There it goes. Can you see that? Put that somewhere safe. And I can do the same on the other side. You probably don't need to do both, but I'm going to anyway. Pinged out there. There's the other one. So as well. Okay. Now you can see that this bar runs through everything, and we're going to have to cut away the little zip ties here. Would you believe I haven't got any zip tie cutters? Hold on a sec. Obviously what we're going to do here is move this one over here and move this one over here. I think the easiest way to do it without disturbing the potentiometers and all the stuff down there is to desolder, and if you can see in there, those three wires, and extend this bit of cable so it'll reach over here where this little circuit board will be. This one hopefully we can just undo and flip over the other side and it'll still be okay. So that's the plan. So I'm going to take the zip tie off here. Get that one out of the way. Now peel off this gluey stuff. I say this will void your warranty, I'm sure. And that's what we're going to be going after. Now, I know it's easy to get those wires off. Can you see in there? Zoom in. How's that? Yeah, we have to desolder these three wires and extend it over there. Now another way might be, and probably a better way, since I'm better at joining bits of cable than I am soldering to circuit boards, is just to cut this and extend it with the three little bits of wire. So I think that's what I'm going to do. Okay, okay, back in a minute. It's going to come off. We're going to take this and flip it over to the other side. So these two have to come off. I'll leave that sitting on there for a minute. And slide these two off. This is completely free now. We're just going to reverse these. Again, peel off that sticky stuff. And cut the zip tie. We'll replace those on the way back. Still recording. And right, now we'll just slide these off. One. What they are for. Two. No zip tie there we don't want. Come out, put it there. Okay, so now we're just going to reverse these. So this one's going to come over to this side. I won't be using the clutch. And the bar is going to be back in there. I think I need one of these. Where that came from. 2, 3. Oh, just right on the end. That's right. So poke that through there. That's the part from the wheel stand pro mount. We don't need. Shove that through there. Right, so we're all in the right order now. And we have the accelerator stood on this side, or throttle as you Americans call it. The brake is now on this side. Okay. With the circuit board. Now what we have to do is feed that through there, so that we can reuse that. But we've also got to get this cable right to this side. And I think I might just squeeze it through that little aperture there. If not, I'll Dremel that out. Okay, back with you in a minute. Fill that out a bit. Get your C-clip in there, open it up. And let it sit down. Back in there, and the other end, turn everything around. Again, this is spring loaded, so we're going to get our C-clip, which is here. Right on there. I have to squeeze this up. Something solid to put that against. Just going to clamp my little viper on there. Solid to push against. Okay. Let's say this is spring loaded, so let's get our C-clip back on. Okay. Hopefully now I can just squash that on the end, bit of pressure. I think that goes there first, but I'm not sure where that one came from. Put that on there. Open up C-clip. Jig it in. There we go. Right. So they're back in place.
Dinner's ready.
Alright, I'm just coming in. Get in there. Yeah, it's good enough. The other side's got the proper bolt, and that's just going to go straight in like that. So we'll put the excuse me, put the side brace on. Can you see me over there? I don't know what the camera zoom is like. Yeah. So put the side brace on the other side. Now this one's going to fit well, and actually this is probably all you need, just the one. But there's a little spacer goes in there. Screw the bolt and into the threaded insert, which we're missing on the other side. Famous last words. Get it in there. Okay. Let's bar tighten it up. 1, 2. That's going to be plenty good. Yeah, this is pretty crappy, but as I say, it. Okay. Now, as you can see, I've cut this now, that's what I did, stripped it back, and I'm going to use some actually airplane servo wire to bridge the gap. So that's going to be in the middle and will neatly fit in there, and I'm going to use servo wire because it's quite thin. It won't look as pretty, but nobody sees it because it's underneath. And I'm just going to extend these three across here and solder them back to here, out, and put a bit of sleeving on each one. So back when I'm done. If you do that, make sure you just cut the rough edges off here so you don't go cutting through the wire in later days. So that should fit nicely now. Yeah, it goes down, sunk in, cam sunk there, same there. So I'm going to use a bit of put a bit of paper there, stop dust getting on the gubbins. We're going to use a bit of about that long. You see, I've already shortened that. I'm going to cut that off there for a minute. And strip each end. Got some wire strippers somewhere. Now you have to be able to solder, but that's no big deal, is it? Famous last words. And just do a little tiny, about a millimetre if that. Get out of the way. And there we go. Okay. Turn you off for a minute. There's a much better way to do it, is just put it in the little third hand thingy, just touch it on. A nice joint. Again, give it a good old tug. Make sure you don't have a dry joint. Ouch, it's hot. Okay, good, another black one. Get those out of the way. Heat shrink. Line the black up. Solder. Again, just check that that's a good joint. I'm going to come away. Slide all the shrink wrap down. Some heat on it. While you're here, check that all this fiddling around hasn't pulled the wires out of the circuit board. That wouldn't be very good. We'd have to go in and mess around. So I'm just going to warm all three up together. Cover up our joint. Screw and slide the other bit down. Cover up the whole lot. Ouch, hot still. Of course this never works because the shrink wrap starts shrinking, so just let it cool off a bit. Give it a good old warm up, especially the ends. So it's a bit of a lash up job this. I feel like banging my knee on that support. Should be finished with that. Right, let's make sure everything fits. It's going to go in there okay. It's going to go in there. At this point we're going to use a bit of hot melt glue. So I'm going to wait for the hot melt gun to warm up. Okay, I'm back. Just going to hot melt glue these wires into place as best we can. Just give them a good old splodge. careful because this stuff's hot. Yeah, don't be afraid to really goop it on there. Plenty of glue, keeps it nice and warm. Put it down. Something to push it down with. Make sure it gets in. Okay. A bit more on top. Okay. The other bits are still up. So now we've got it all theoretically connected up. Let's clear the decks of it. We're going to make sure that here's my tie wraps. There you go. A nice big strong one. The cable we're going to tie wrap to the bar here. The big old tie wrap. This is the one that takes the strain. Okay. Don't like the way that's down there. Poke that out of place. So that's going to be alright. Let's get rid of the end. Actually all the rest is okay. It's okay down there. Right. Now to reposition the covers. Now it's the cover that provides the spacing. Drop it down. Line everything up nicely. Let's see the last one, there it is. And it's all cool, everything good there. And we'll start off with the couple of countersunk ones, I think. Where's my drill gone? There it is. Start in the middle. Put this plate back on top. And this is held on with wing nuts of all things. I don't know why. Wheel stand back on. I do, I put it loosely, put it up like that, make sure it's going to slide all the way forward. Right. It's going to butt up against the centre. When it is, you can tighten it up. And here's the finished article. So now we've got throttle over here and brake here. Isn't that good? I got the spring mod on there, full throttle, change out of it, feather brake, full brakes, all on nice and easy, a lot of room here. This post was getting in the way, I was having to drive like that, it's not good. So there you go.